Welcome to the Movie Draft Podcast. I'm Ethan Simi, and today I am joined by my co-host, Sophie Holsinger.
Hello, boys and girls.
And my other co-host, Ben Lawhorn.
We're on a mission from God.
Today, we are drafting movies with a color in the title in a regular style draft. Sophie, Ben, guys, it's been a while. It's been a while since it's been the Holy Trinity here on the on the Movie Draft Podcast, the brain trust, as it were. I think the last time we were all together, episode 19, the biopics draft. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just solo. Yeah.
Yeah. Good times back on the biopics draft. Who got Oppenheimer? I can't remember.
I think more importantly, who got Steve Jobs?
I think more importantly, who won.
Question. Yeah.
I don't know if it was ever really decided. Certain drafts we just like maybe we don't like put out a poll for. Sometimes I'm just like,
okay.
I forgot to post that on socials. Never know. I stand by my Steve Jobs take. Sophie, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I missed you guys. Classic Holy Trinity mess around. This is what I look forward to.
Yeah, this is the good stuff right here. This is I have a question for you guys. Is this in the confines of our own personal co-hosting bubble here? Is this where we can be the most comfortable with each other, or is there more pressure to be, good drafters in front of just each other, no guests?
I think this is where we can be the most comfortable with each other. I look forward to these. I mean, I love having the randomness of a guest come on, but I love the three of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you guys. I know what you want. I know what you want in this draft. Come on now. So, yeah, definitely the most comfortable, the most competitive, everything.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways. I think it's the most comfortable and the most competitive, which I agree with you guys. I think it's the funnest. Something special about just the three of us. Ben, I've gotta ask you. So we are recording a pod that is going to come out on June 25th. This is our last episode of June. You and I just got back from Las Vegas a few days ago. Yeah. And we recorded an episode of the pod that actually comes out in 5 weeks, which is really exciting. I'm not going to say anything about how that draft went. There's a lot of things to be said when that episode comes out. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling about that? Without disclosing any information, of course.
I appreciated the collaborative nature of it. I'm very excited to hear people's feedback on it, and they can give me their feedback on my voice right now because this is also due to Las Vegas. So sorry I sound so weird, but it is what it is.
This is why I wanted to bring this up. I just wanted to shame you on the pod for going too hard in Vegas.
We hit on 11. We hit on 11. We hit on 11,
We did. Yeah, we hit on 11. We were rouletting quite late at night, and 11 was the magic number. I vaguely remember spots of us celebrating number 11. Yeah, I can't really remember the rest of the night. Sophie, you roulette? Do you roulette? Are you even old enough to gamble, Sophie?
Yeah, guys, I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never gambled in my life. First of all, let's get the record straight, though. I am old enough. I've turned 25, Ethan Simi.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's old enough?
Let's see the birth certificate.
Let's see the documents. That's where I'm at right now. Mm-hmm. You strike me as like a Scratch-Its kind of gal. You've never gambled in your life. That's what you're telling me. Not once.
No. I went to Vegas when I was 16 years old on a family trip.
Okay.
Wow. And I enjoyed looking at the casinos. I enjoyed the roller coaster that I went on.
Sounds like a very 16-year-old thing to say about Las Vegas, quite honestly. I enjoyed the roller coaster. Well, gambling aside, we are here to gamble our public image here on the Movie Draft Pod today. We're doing movies with a color in the title. Now, I'm pretty sure this was suggested by a listener. Am I correct?
Yeah, after your fucking Blue Valentine rant, like 3 weeks in a row.
He said I've had enough.
I think people wanted more. I think that's what it was. People were like, how can we let Ethan draft Blue Valentine more?
More of this.
Make it literally the topic of the draft. So I'm happy about that. We are doing exactly as the title says. We are just drafting regular style, 6 apiece, movies with a color in the title. Sophie, you do any prep work for this draft? Did you watch any new movies with a color in the title?
I did. I watched one new movie with the color in the title,
Ooh.
and I made a list of approximately 40 films, many of which I do not want at all.
Yeah.
Do you still
But
abide by what you shared a few episodes ago? Do you have like a list where it's like, I don't want this, / Ben and Ethan can have it?
oh, totally. Yeah, every time.
Wow. Okay. Every time.
Yeah.
Dang.
Turns out there's a lot of bad movies with the color in the title.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I did a little bit of prep, not as much as I would have wanted, but yeah,
Okay.
here we are.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the same boat. I did a little bit of prep, and it turns out there's a ton of things on my list that I haven't seen. So I might have to venture into the I'm drafting things based on vibes situation. Ben, what about you?
I revisited some stuff. I didn't watch anything new.
Okay.
But my list is just all over the place.
Yeah, my list is all over the place. Here's the thing. Sophie and I were talking right before we recorded, and I have a big list. It sounds like, Sophie, you have a big list of movies. I have like 45 films. Just to make sure I'm ready for this draft in any direction that it might go. And instead of organizing that list and coming up with a good ranking system of like, hey, these are the ones I want first, and that should get drafted initially. I chose to watch the new episode of The House of the Dragon. I feel like that was a good decision, but I don't know in an hour if I'm going to stand by that choice. Sophie, you think that was a good decision going into this draft?
Well, considering I did do the same exact thing, sure.
Good decision.
I think it feels like we're all in the same boat because I have like
Yeah.
a movie on the bottom of my list of 40 that could easily be a first round pick.
Oh.
And so I'm just like, I
Wow.
don't know. It's just here. Here's the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's just out there. It's out there. How do we feel about like pushing the boundaries of the box here? Because, it's pretty specific. Movies with a color in the title. Now, someone did comment on our Instagram, I believe, and asked if dark qualifies as a color.
Yeah.
And to which I say, absolutely not. But I don't know. Sophie, you sound intrigued, which has me worried.
Well, no, I hadn't even thought of that. But I mean, I was talking to my roommates before recording this, and yeah, I was worried that you guys were going to pull a little something on me and say like, oh, well, Barbie pink or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I stuck to the true colors of the rainbow and black and brown and white, the classic colors. I wasn't trying to do anything sneaky here, but we'll see. We can debate it out if it comes up.
Where's that Oppenheimer orange that Crayola is trying to put
for
out?
real.
Where are we at with that?
Yeah.
Is Crayola like, or is it like the dictionary where like they add 50 new colors every year? Like, do they have a set number where they're just like, we're making up stuff now? I feel like that used to be when we were kids. It's just like, oh wow, new colors.
Yeah, they gotta keep it fresh.
Wow. Yeah. So Barbie pink and Oppenheimer orange, I guess, would apply in this draft. Ben, you feeling straight laced going into this draft?
I had one like up my sleeve that one of our listeners mentioned, like, what about the color of money? Because that would have a color in the title. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't say anything. I wanted to draft that. But now that it's out there, it's like, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
That's interesting. I haven't thought of it. And technically, the title of the draft is movies with a color in the title. So I guess, I don't know. If you want to be technical, I guess.
No, I think we just play it straight with an actual color. I think we should just play it straightforward.
Okay.
I really don't know. That's interesting though. That's interesting one. Okay, we'll play it straight until Ben tries to draft the color of money in round 6, and then we'll see how things go after that. Okay. I will say the last thing before we get drafting. I didn't sleep very good last night, and I don't know if it was the nerves going into this draft or what it was, but I will let you know that I woke up at 4:30 and literally opened my phone, opened up Google Sheets, and wrote a film on my list because it permeated my brain in my in my sleep. And that movie was Greenberg. So I just shout out Noah Baumbach and Ben Stiller. You guys are on the brain. Love to see it.
All right.
I don't know if I'm going to draft it. We'll see. Anything can happen, but I was ready for this draft in my sleep. So I'll just say that. I feel pretty good going into this. Except not. I don't know. Okay. We're going to regular draft. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
I think so.
Okay. Wow. Let's do it. We're going to be drafting snake style to each put together a team of 6 films that contain a color in the title. Now, we're not doing any categories. We're not doing any buckets of anything. Just straight up teams of 6, as clean as you can get, essentially, for a draft here on the Movie Draft Podcast. We've got 3 of us. Drafters 1, 2, and 3. Ben's got the spinner up. We're going to be ready to go here. Is there, in your guys' opinion, a predominant first-round pick?
No, I don't think so at all. I'm curious if, like, even if my top 3 are any of your guys' top 3. I have no idea.
Huh.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's a clear 1, 2, 3, whatever. I just think I know what you guys want. So
there's a chance we all leave here happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but based on what you just said, Sophie, it sounds like we are gunning for each other. It sounds like you are trying to take away picks from Ben and I.
I don't think so. No, not necessarily.
You just know what we want, so you're going to try to draft it. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I didn't say I was going to try to draft it. I just feel like maybe I know where things are going.
Okay, so you can wiggle around a little bit, try to make it happen. Okay, sounds good. So let's spin. Let's draft. I feel like there is a clear, at least 1 and 2 going into this draft. I'll just let you guys know. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that until I get the first draft, and then I'm not gonna know what it is. So,
well, let's see.
Oh boy, I really hope it's not me. Oh, good, not me.
Whoa.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't think I've ever had the first draft pick.
I was just gonna ask, have you ever picked first?
I do not recall. I don't think so.
Wow, history.
Well, get ready.
Here on the pod. Get ready. I feel like maybe you have drafted first at one point in time.
Maybe for like an auction, which isn't really the
That's
same.
true.
You know?
Yeah, not the same. Not the same. Okay. Interesting draft order. Sophie, Ben, and then myself at the turn. Huh. Turn is kind of tough in a small draft like this.
I'll trade you.
I like the turn. I'm jealous.
I feel like it's over like that, though. You know, I feel like it's like I get 2, 2, 2. That's it. I don't get to be in the mix.
It's true. Yeah.
I will not trade you, Sophie. Not here. Not now. I don't want the first pick. Even though I feel like there's a clear first round pick. I'm not going to.
Wow, that's
I don't want to be into this.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And I guarantee I'm not going to choose what you're talking about. So
it's Greenberg, but okay.
Noah Baumbach's worst movie.
Hey, that's true. But you know what? It's okay. Okay. All right. Sophie, you're up to draft. We're just really getting into it here.
Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't love setting the tone for this, but I kind of just want to pick something fun. This is maybe like one of my, this is probably my, like the most rewatchable fun movie on this list to me. So I kind of want to take it. And that is Men in Black.
God damn it. Are you serious? That's so dumb.
I love a genre blending movie. I love sci-fi, so sci-fi comedy is really up my alley. I haven't seen a ton of Will Smith movies now that I think about it, but this is definitely where I think he thrives. I think it's the best performance of his that I've seen. And it's just so iconic. Like this movie has really just permeated the culture in a way that's so fun. Like I feel like every year I see someone in a Men in Black Halloween costume because it's just so easy but so easily recognizable, like that suit and sunglass look. I was listening to a podcast the other day where they referenced like using that little device to erase memories. Like that's just something that's like in the culture and it's so fun. And I just think this is one of the most rewatchable movies. Grew up with it, just really have an attachment to it. Love the ride at Universal. Like it's just a good time. Men in Black.
The second time you've mentioned a ride here on the pod.
Really?
Very interesting energy today.
I'm like obsessed with theme parks. Sorry.
Yeah, let's go theme parks.
Were you alive when it came out?
I was not.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Super cool.
Is that like a new rule, Ben? Is that new like rule of thumb must be alive when the movie drops?
Yeah, I think if you have to have seen it to draft it, you also have to have been alive. So
wow. I can pick like maybe one movie on my list.
Yeah,
really narrowing it down here.
No, I think this is a solid pick. It's like such a fun movie. We get some great performances in there, and yeah, I mean, it took over the summer that it came out. It was just all over the place. So I think this is a great call.
Yeah. Protecting the Earth from the scum of the universe. That's a pretty sick little logline there. Much like you, Sophie, like I have a very personal childhood connection to this movie. I haven't watched it in my adulthood, but like I was obsessed with this movie as a kid. Like I know how this movie starts. I know the scenes, and I haven't seen it in 15 years. Like I watched it all the time. I thought Vincent D'Onofrio's character of the Bug was the scariest fucking thing in the universe. Like I remember just being petrified. But yeah, this is peak Will Smith is cool. This is like really, really, really good stuff. Tommy Lee Jones. God, what a great actor. Great actor. Great guy. Okay. Well, if it wasn't obvious from my reaction, I was hoping to steal Men in Black later on in the draft. Thought that was a pretty sly pick, but I guess it's pretty easy to know that that's
it's
top
gone.
round pick. Yeah, it's gone.
It's out of there.
First round pick, though. I did not expect that to be like number 1 overall draft pick. Men in Black. Huh.
Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah,
follow
I mean,
your heart.
I didn't either. I just wanted it. Like it's really just what I wanted. You know, like I know I didn't know how you felt about it either. Like,
yeah,
I just don't. Yeah,
you know,
that's the hard part about going first. It's like so long before it comes back to you. So
yeah, that's true. You got to get what you want. Okay, all right. Shoot, Men in Black off the board. Okay.
All right. So what's this? Oh wait, it's Ben's turn.
Yeah, don't be asking me questions.
Yeah, I was like, what's
I got time to think.
Big 1 and 2 you're talking about.
Don't give him the mic yet. Don't give him the mic. I'm keeping the same color theme going.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna be selecting Black Panther. My first pick.
Nice.
I know both of you think this is a mid franchise, and that's totally fine.
That hasn't been established yet. We haven't done the MCU draft.
All right,
Jury's still out.
Spoiler alert. Ethan thinks this is a mid-franchise, but I think Black Panther is just one of the best movies that come out in the last 10 years. I love it. Ryan Coogler is, I don't know. I think he's still, I mean, he's great. He's fantastic. Chadwick was fantastic in it. Michael B. Jordan, Lupita. It's such a good movie. It brought a certain kind of like heft, I think, to the MCU. And talk about like taking over the culture for quite a while. Like when this movie came out, it was all over the place, and rightfully so. So, yeah, I'm stoked to have this movie. I'm going to take Black Panther.
Do you think Killmonger was right? Do you stand with Killmonger?
Yeah, Killmonger did nothing wrong. I have that tattoo across my chest.
Yeah, I can vouch. Saw it at the pool in Vegas.
Yeah.
People were like pointing and staring and be like, yeah, that's my guy. Killmonger did nothing wrong.
Killmonger forever.
I think it's interesting that you guys both drafted films that are part of franchises, at least sequels, in terms of Black Panther. I don't know. It means nothing. I just think it's fascinating.
It's the movie industry. I mean, it can be hard to not pick something like that.
Cool. I feel really validated in my take right there. Great comeback. It's the movie industry. Yeah,
Ben may have lost his voice, but he's still on.
I still got it.
He's
got to listen harder.
Always on. Where are you on Black Panther, Sophie?
I like Black Panther a lot. I think it's one of the best MCU movies for sure. Haven't rewatched it in many, many years, but yeah, I mean, I echo everything Ben said. It was such a moment. It feels like, and not to diss the MCU once again, but it actually feels like an important film. Yeah, I remember loving it.
Now we're about 3 weeks away from recording our MCU Part 2 collab draft here on the show. Just the three of us getting down to business for the best 17 MCU movies. So I think it's interesting that Black Panther went early in this draft. I think a little telling, little nugget for what might be to come. I agree with you guys. I think it is like one of the few MCU movies that really felt like a big deal. Like it was like this means something, not only in the culture, but also in the MCU. Ben, would you have paid $5.25 for the MCU?
I mean, he won. Yeah, I would have. No, I would have been 501.
You think it's because of that he won? I don't know.
I mean, that and Star Wars, that combo. Yeah.
That's insane. I can't believe we let that happen.
You guys were, I don't know what you guys were doing.
Okay. All right. That brings me to my pick. I get 2 picks, don't I?
Yeah,
doubled
back
up.
to back.
Yep.
Oh, back to back. Okay. Ben, you drafted Black Panther. Sophie, you drafted Men in Black. Do I stick with the theme? Do I choose a movie with black in the title? Both of these movies on my short list, by the way. So you guys really dealt me a good hefty 1-2 here.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to be drafting two movies that I feel like are pretty like undeniable, like kind of master classes and masterpieces, and I really feel like I will either be judged very harshly for this, or I will find my my crew, and anything's possible for how this shakes out. So I'm gonna choose a movie that I actually watched for the very first time leading up to this draft. I'm gonna pick A Clockwork Orange. I watched it for the first time. I thought it was fantastic. I don't really have a lot to say. The movie's been around forever. It's been dissected a bajillion times. It is absolutely one of the most like unhinged, depraved, scary things I've ever seen in my life. And I remember ending around like 12:30 at night, and I was just like so fired up from this movie. I was just like, movies. Who would have thought? You know, you can do some crazy shit. So I'm gonna go with Clockwork Orange.
Great pick.
Yeah. I knew that would be the number one for you.
Thank you, both of you.
Once I saw your first time watch. Yeah, I love this movie. I mean, a Stanley Kubrick movie's on the board. You got to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen, and I don't really want to watch it anytime soon. But that's how you know it's effective and good. So, good pick.
Yeah, this is one of those when I watched it, I was way too young, and it was just like, whoa, you can do this shit in movies? That's crazy. Like, maybe not even just kind of blurring the lines of like what's real and what's not with this movie. So yeah, I think this is a super awesome pick.
Thank you to both of you. I feel really happy and validated. I feel good.
Look how nice we're being.
Yeah, you guys are being really nice. The energy so far in this draft is like, let's just be friends, and I'm curious if it stays.
Love it.
I really, really liked this movie, and I haven't seen a ton of Kubrick movies, so to like kind of check this off and see one of the big ones felt really good. Okay, I'm up again. I'm gonna be choosing my second film here in my second pick overall, and I'm gonna be going towards a color that I've been known to kind of gravitate towards on the Movie Draft podcast. Color would be blue. I'm going to take a movie with blue in the title, a David Lynch film. I'm going to be taking Blue Velvet.
Nice.
I feel like I crossed two big ones off the board. Kubrick and Lynch, I mean, feels like a good one too.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Blue Velvet?
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I got two like really disturbing films.
Nice.
Yes, you did. Real freaks gonna be voting for you.
Yeah, where's my freak hive at? Where are my freaks at? This is really this is what summer has done for me so far. I just constantly ask myself who's gonna match my freak, and this is what I mean by that. This is where we're at. Clockwork Orange and Blue Velvet. I've seen Blue Velvet once, and quite honestly, I was like too stunned. It was actually my first Lynch movie, and I was like too stunned to properly intake it. So I only have it rated as like a 3.5 or 4 on Letterboxd, but like I'm like, wow, that was astounding. I just haven't like revisited it, which I think it obviously necessitates. But Blue Velvet is a pretty sick flick. Happy to have it on my team.
Happy for you.
Me too.
All right, we've got black, orange, and blue. Nice, good squad of colors. I'm anti-blue. Where are you guys at on blue? I'm vehemently against the color blue, just like in all forms and fashions.
What?
To be honest,
Like
yeah, I think it's a bad color. Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, I'll have it on my draft team, but I won't. I'm never gonna wear the color blue.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Guys, what are you talking about?
Like,
I'm not sure I have any strong feelings about any colors.
You don't have a color take.
You're just gonna get all the Crips coming after you. That's on you. You know what I mean? You
That
said
is
it,
on
not me.
I've deemed this fate for myself. Shoot, I should be careful with my words. Okay, well, now that my blue take is out there and has stunned everybody in the world, I guess we'll move on with the draft.
Well, I'm going to continue with my favorite color to wear. As you can see right now, I'm going with another black movie. I'm going with Black Swan.
Damn it.
Love it.
Nice.
Why
do we have such different reactions, Sophie? Why are you so happy and I'm so mad all the time?
I don't know. Because like I wanted Black Swan next. Like I don't know what's going on with me.
But you were like,
nice.
"Yay, good for you, Ben."
Awesome. Woo!
You did it. You took it from me. Thank you. Yeah, Ethan's favorite director, Aronofsky.
God, I fucking hate Aronofsky. Terrible. Let's just be very clear for new listeners of the show. That's a terrible bet. I don't stand by it.
Do you like Black Swan though?
Love Black Swan. Two Aronofsky films that I really, really love: Black Swan and The Wrestler. I think those are two just bang up films.
Okay.
I think maybe Aronofsky will be my Robert Eggers if I watch Northman and I like it. Like, oh yeah, I don't like his stuff, but he has one good movie. So yeah, who knows? We'll see. But I love Black Swan. Natalie Portman rips. You know, Mila Kunis.
Yeah,
like they're both amazing in this. I still think about the scene where like she's peeling back her nails and the skin comes and shit like that shit like still drives me crazy. I can just feel it. As someone who does like video production, I was blown away by the camera work in this movie. It's fucking amazing what they were able to pull off in all those dance rooms. And yeah, I just think this is a fantastic film. So I'm stoked to have Black Swan on my team.
Incredible. Ballerina horror. What a fun genre.
Yeah, that's a good genre. Did you guys see Abigail?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see Abigail. I had wanted to see it, and then I saw the trailer, and I was like, "Whoa, there it is!" And then I did.
Yeah,
there it is.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think everyone's complaint was maybe don't reveal the plot twist in the trailer of the film. Maybe I would have liked the movie a little bit more.
Yeah,
exactly.
Tough. We should do more ballerina horror though, for sure. Yeah. Isn't Ballerina coming out next year? Is it next year?
Yeah, I believe so. 2025.
John Wick spinoff? All right. Cool. Where are you guys at on Nosferatu trailer? Since you brought it up, Ben, I have to ask.
I didn't watch it.
I fucking DM'd it to you. How did you not watch it?
What?
I told you I'm staying away from it.
Why?
Because I want to see it in a theater. I don't want to watch it on my phone for the first time.
Oh, wow. Purist.
I queued it up on the TV. Yeah, I wasn't going to mess around with the phone.
Yeah,
nice.
That's a good call.
I watched it on my phone, huddled at my desk like an absolute loser.
Looks incredible, though. I can't wait. Eggers is back.
Eggers is back. Sophie, where are you at on The Witch, real quick?
I mean, The Witch is fine. It's not my favorite Eggers. I think. I mean, I'm like a very hardcore Lighthouse fan. Like, that's my movie.
Lighthouse girly.
Yeah. But Nosferatu. Did I get that in our 2024 draft? Maybe.
Shoot, not sure. I honestly, every time a new trailer comes out, you usually text us and you're like, "Yo, remember when I swiped that up in our our very first draft ever?"
I'm pretty sure I did because it's my most anticipated movie of the year and it has been. So I think I did. We'll fact check that later on.
We did our 2024 auction back in February, episode 6. I feel like we're due for a we gotta go again. Like back half of the year, 2024.
Yeah,
that's necessary. Yeah, big pick style for sure. Okay, Black Swan off the board. Academy Award winner Natalie Portman. Good stuff. Black Panther, Black Swan. Can you keep it up, Ben? You got 4 movies to go. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Sophie, you got a double. You're on the turn.
All right. Yeah, I got a turn. Wow. Okay. I'm going to switch it up. We're going to do a new color here. We're going to do the color brown, and I'm going to take Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown.
I'm so happy for you. That is thrilling and exciting, and what a great film to have on your team, Sophie.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You've done it.
You did it.
So coincidentally, I rewatched Jackie Brown in preparation for our Quentin Tarantino collab draft. Previously was like on it, but just found a new love for it on the rewatch. I think it's just filled with like some of the greatest performances ever. And yeah, it's funny. It's perfect. A Quentin Tarantino movie on the board. Gotta take it. How you guys feel about the color brown? You like wearing brown?
You were still meh on it because I was hoping to get that with my next pick. It's like, she thinks Pulp Fiction is his sixth best movie. She probably doesn't like Jackie Brown.
Oh my
that much,
gosh.
so.
Jackie Brown better than Pulp Fiction?
Oh, hey. I'm sorry. What? I think you cut out there for a second. I didn't hear that correctly. Wow. When Ben and I were in Vegas, we were a little bit tipsy, in an Uber, driving to the next destination, the next fun-filled event. And we had a nice, like, absolutely pod-ridden conversation that was not documented off air about how wonderful and perfect Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is. And Ben just battled me all the way to the next bar. And I wish it was recorded, to be quite honest with you. Ben,
so do I.
Ben told me to stop my pod takes, and I was like, I can't. This is my life. This is who I am.
I was like, there's no microphones here. There's no cameras here. You don't have to pretend this is the best movie he's ever made.
Yeah. Color brown in general, I'll rock with a light brown. I'll wear a light brown.
Cool.
I can't. Dark brown. I wear too much black, So it's just like they don't go together really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jackie Brown a lot. It's tough because like when you look at Tarantino's 10 films, 9 quote unquote films, Jackie Brown falls toward the bottom for me. But like if you stack Jackie Brown up against kind of almost any other director, it's like one of their best movies. So it just like falls victim to like the great auteur syndrome here. I just want to give a shout out to Robert Forster in this movie. Getting with Pam Grier, fucking son of a gun. This guy, love to see it.
You gotta do it if you can. That's the way to go.
It's the way to go.
I love Jackie Brown. I think it's a great pick.
Dang.
Thanks, guys.
I'm mad.
I was hoping to get that on the turn. Shoot. Well, I guess whole friend thing is kind of not anymore, huh?
No, we can choose to be supportive of each other.
True.
What if I don't want that though? That's the thing. What if I don't choose that?
Well, it's your loss. I can fight. I can take your favorite movie right now if you want, but I won't.
Ooh.
Wow, I was like too stunned. I was like, wow, that's a real threat here in the pod. Holy shit!
Coming in hot.
I can do it. No. Don't make me do
it. All right, I'm potting with two A24 guys here. So I'm going to take an A24 movie. We're going to go with the color green, and I'm going to take the Green Knight.
Damn it.
Nice.
That was literally my next pick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know how you guys felt about this. But yeah, this is David Lowery's movie based on the poem. Incredible Dev Patel performance. I think we have a real lack of good fantasy movies, and this is one of them. And this was the number one movie that I really wanted to revisit, but time got away from me. I didn't get to, but I remember seeing this movie in the theaters and just absolutely loving it. And I think a lot of the images within this film are really ingrained in my brain. And yeah, it's incredible. I love The Green Knight.
Yeah. Real ones know. Like The Green Knight is one of the best like A24 movies, one of the best movies of 2021. Like it is so astounding. I remember seeing it in the theater, and I saw it with a couple of friends, and after the credits rolled, I just like sat there for 10 minutes and I was like, movies? Like that, because that was like high tide of COVID and like hard to get to a theater, hard to see movies in a theatrical setting. And I was just like, this is why I love movies. And it was phenomenal. I think really an interesting little nugget in Barry Keoghan's weird as fuck career. And I loved it.
Totally.
Yeah, this is a solid movie. I think it's a great pickup. There's a few A24s on my list. I was wondering which one you're going to go with, but this makes sense for sure.
Mm-hmm. Another A24 movie with the color green on the board.
You tend to have a habit of like spoiling things, Sophie. I just got to be honest with you here. You tend to really like ruin things for me, and it's just something I have to live with. I guess this is my life. This is where I'm at. Yeah, The Green Knight is good. I should have revisited it. I want to revisit it. Okay. Shoot.
All right.
Where you guys at on green? You guys pro green?
Very pro green.
Like lime green or like olive green?
Honestly, all forms of green are pretty great.
Wow, you don't discriminate.
No.
All greens.
Neon.
Like I love
Yeah.
a lime green. I love
Yeah.
key lime pie. It's green.
Okay. All right.
All pie is good pie? Like, I
All
don't know.
right.
What do you... All right,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I
Green,
love
guess
greenery in my room.
pistachios? Those are green. Are we just like calling out things that are good that are green?
Let's just keep naming things that are green.
Green apple.
like it.
Bad.
Grass.
Money.
I like green grapes. Green grapes over red grapes.
Wow. What a take.
Absolutely not. That's a terrible take. No way.
Wait, really?
Oh,
No
No,
way.
green grapes are so much better.
It's red grapes all day. I actually just had a big bowl of red seedless grapes for lunch, and I ate all of them, and I was like, grapes are good.
Wow, this is
So
podcasting
awesome.
right here.
Yeah, tough when you like green grapes. What are you gonna do? All right, Ben.
All right. I'm gonna take this just because I'm afraid you're gonna take it to do a bit.
Yeah, I knew you would. Shit, Sophie
So-
fucking ruined it.
No, it's not that. It's Purple Rain. I'm gonna take Purple Rain.
I was also gonna take that for a bit.
Whoa.
I was
Yeah.
gonna take 2 movies for a bit next round.
I couldn't
Dang
have it. I'd quit the pod.
This is
I
redemption
have
right
to
here.
have this movie, Justice for Purple Rain. We'll be back on the musicals draft someday too. But yeah, I love this movie. It's not like good, but I love it. Like it's fantastic, at the same time. Arguably the best soundtrack of all time, arguably the best montage song of all time. And yeah, I love this film so much. So I had to have it on my team. Otherwise I would rage quit like a spoiled only child that I am.
I wouldn't be surprised if you actually did that, though. That's the thing. It'd
Well,
probably
here's the
be
thing.
like the
I
rest of
told
the
you
pod would
guys-
just me and Sophie. We just draft for you.
I told you guys I wouldn't care if you guys took it as long as you had seen it. But if you hadn't
Yeah,
seen it,
hasn't
then I
happened.
would have been like, and since neither of you have logged it and you're both purists, I'm like, all right, well, neither of them have watched it, but that doesn't mean they won't take
Yeah.
it. So I have to get
Mhm.
it. So yeah.
So last night I had the opportunity to watch one final film for this draft.
Yeah.
And genuinely, it was either Purple Rain or one of the Three Colors films. Three Colors, red, white, or
Made
blue.
a good pick.
And
Yeah, you did.
I did not watch Purple Rain. I indeed watched a different Three Colors film. It might get talked about later on. But I just want you to know, Ben, like that's the closest I ever got. And then I was like, nah, I can't do it.
I appreciate it.
Not for my friend.
There was honestly a part of me, Sophie, I don't know if this is like bad to say or whatever, but like when we sent you that Blu-ray player, I was like, you know what? I'm going to send her a couple Blu-rays and I'm going to send her Purple Rain because that'd be funny. And I was like, no, she's going to watch it and realize how good it is. And then she's going to take it from me in the colors draft. So I'm not going to send it to her. So
Yeah.
that's why you don't own a copy of Purple Rain, because I wanted to have it on this draft. So
Wow. Well, I'm happy for you.
but now the draft is over, maybe you'll get one in the mail. But
That's the long con.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sophie we had to send Sophie a Blu-ray player. You want to get into that now, or should we save that for like the Patreon
Ooh.
pod?
I don't know
Pondering.
if
I
I
don't
have time.
know. I don't know.
All right. Well, let it be known we are currently drafting with a Blu-ray player owner. So that's really all that
Mhm.
matters right now in the world.
Yep.
Okay. Taking Purple Rain. I'm pro purple. I like purple. Adobe uses purple for a lot of their applications, so I've grown to like it.
Purple's good. I love purple.
That's how I feel about that. I own a cool purple shirt. It says "Abort the Supreme Court," and I like it a lot.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, I've got two picks. I feel really good. Obviously, Black Swan, The Green Knight, and Jackie Brown were actually all on my short list of 8. So that really cut the remaining 6 that I had on the list down literally in half. But I feel really good about this next pick. I'm going to go with a certified, just absolute classic, a movie that has influenced, I don't know, probably like a million other movies. I'm going to go with 1948's The Red Shoes. This film is astounding. Like it was a huge inspiration for Barbie. Greta kind of like came back to that a lot during her press tour. It has influenced countless numbers of films. It is gorgeous to look at, to watch, to be part of. I love The Red Shoes, and it's a classic for a reason. So to have it on my team, just, feels special.
Did you guys know Martin Scorsese owns the red shoes?
Literally, the actual red shoes, right?
Yep.
But they're out on loan to a museum, aren't they?
Yes. Yes. The fact that we know this information because of his daughter's TikTok
Unbelievable.
is incredible.
This world we're living in. Crazy times. How cool. He owns the red shoes. How much do you think he paid for the red shoes?
Oh, gosh.
Millions?
I mean,
billions?
Maybe. Billions of dollars. No, this is awesome. Powell Pressburger, fantastic. I haven't seen this since film school, but yeah, I mean, you can see the influence of this movie all over the place. So, I'm jealous you got those Powell Pressburger heads coming now for you to get all their votes. But, yeah.
They're really the core of film Twitter, honestly.
They really are.
Powell and Pressburger heads.
Yeah.
They make film Twitter ride.
They keep it alive.
Keep it alive every day. Yeah, red's a good color. Red's a good color, no doubt.
Great color.
Okay. I got another pick. And I'm actually
let's red?
See. Well, that's the question. That's the question that we're going to go with. I feel like I'm going to, but I only have 2 picks after this. You guys are going to fill out 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty confident. I am going to stick with red. I'm going to go with, in my opinion, the best Pixar movie. I'm going to go with Turning Red. That's just, I don't know. It's just a pretty fucking phenomenal film. We talked about it on the Pixar Collaborative Draft a few weeks ago, and I still stand by the fact that it is at least the most visually stunning Pixar film that they have created. And I think that it is a wonderful, wonderful movie.
Yeah, if you didn't take it, I was going to.
Honestly,
incredible.
Literally my next pick. So it's a great
big
job.
win.
But I wanted you to have it. Like I wish you took it earlier.
I feel like nice words are actually,
nice.
I feel like they're razors inside candy at Halloween. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the sweet, nice candy part is slowly trickling away. And then when we get to rounds 5 and 6, razor comes out.
No, I was being truthful. I wanted you to have this. In my notes, I said favorite movie of the pod. And I knew you wanted this. I thought your 1 and 2 was going to be Clockwork and Turning Red, if I'm being honest.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, we talked about this movie, but it's incredible. I think Domichi's a genius. And I'm podding about this movie this week with friend of the pod, Brian.
Oh, nice.
And I'm very excited about it. So love this movie a lot. Good pick.
I might crash that pod. I might ask Brian if I can just crash 35 minutes in and just be like, yo, Turning Red, let's go. Yeah, cool. Damn. I got to be honest with you guys. Feeling really good about my team. Feeling really good.
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 Oh my
Happy
God.
for you.
You guys this does not make for good pod. You guys I'm asking for it and you guys are not giving it.
I think this does make for good pod because everyone's going to enjoy how much this is driving you crazy. That we're just like, awesome. That's fantastic for you.
Probably true. You guys are really like flipping the script on me. It's brutal.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of hinted at it before. We also do an A24 pod, and my favorite movie left on my list here is Green Room. So I'm going to take that. I love that movie. I think it's one of the A24 best horror movies. Patrick Stewart fucking rips. He's fantastic. And I love it's kind of like an escape movie. And I think the tension in this movie is palpable to say the least. And so much happens here. I don't know. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I'm still heartbroken that our buddy Jay didn't love it, but it's okay. It happens. So I'm stoked to have Green Room.
Yeah. Green Room was good. I need to rewatch Green Room. I remember liking it, not loving it. But I know it is. It's like an OG A24 movie. That's the thing. Like if you like A24, you were riding way before A24, was making all the stuff.
Green Room's good.
Have you seen it, Sophie?
Green Room.
I have. And honestly, I think about it a lot. Maybe like it kind of creeps into my brain when I'm like at a concert or something, but very unique concept. Like I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember being very affected by it.
I mean, the fact that they're at a Nazi bar and they kick off with Nazi punks, fuck off. Like, I love it. I love it so much.
Pretty sick. 95 minutes too. That's a pressure cooker horror right there.
We love a 95-minute runtime.
That's how you do it. Okay, good pick. I was considering stealing Green Room from you like for a bit, but unlike Beth Ann, I can't just do things for fun. And unlike your partner Ashley, which people will find out in about 6 or 7 weeks, I can't do things just to fuck with me. So, yeah, I'll let you have it. I'm happy for you, Ben.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I was just going back and forth all the time. Thank you. Love
Thank
it.
you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
So happy.
Okay. All right.
Some
I'm gonna,
real thinking here.
yeah. Well, I honestly have a lot of movies left that I'm like, I can't really decide. But I'm gonna go with maybe an untraditional color. Not one of the rainbow, but I'm gonna go with Crimson Peak,
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
the film by Guillermo del Toro. This is a really underrated movie, a horror romance. It oddly feels very like cozy to me, even though it is very like it's still violent, it's still scary. But it takes place in like a haunted mansion, so it's like I don't know, it just feels oddly like cozy. And I think it has a very underrated Tom Hiddleston performance, Jessica Chastain performance. Like I don't know, I have a very weird attachment to this movie. Like I think it's really fun. And I don't know, I kind of wanted to do something a little different. So, Crimson Peak. There it is. Have you guys seen it?
I have not.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Wow,
But I mean,
okay.
Jessica Chastain, Tom Hiddleston, like it's a pretty deep cast of a lot of like that guys, which is awesome. But yeah, I just added it to my watch list. Thanks, Sophie. I appreciate
exciting.
that. You have influenced my
You
life
are
positively.
welcome.
I'm lacking on my Guillermo del Toro watching. I'll just be honest with you guys. I haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth. I haven't seen Shape of Water. I haven't seen Pacific
wow.
Rim. I will say Nightmare Alley. That's a good movie.
Wow. Okay.
So you
gotta
see
check this
Nightmare
out.
Alley and Pinocchio?
Yeah, actually, those are the two Del Toro
No
films I have
way.
seen. In fact,
Oh
yes,
my
that
God.
is true.
Amazing.
Well, I guess those are his most recent films, so sure.
Yeah.
You've
Makes
recently
sense.
clocked in.
Yeah, I did. I recently joined the squad.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know where to go here. All right. I know that this movie will be safe, but I kind of just want to take it now because I gotta show my allegiance to probably hands down the best and my favorite movie with the color in the title that should have been the first overall pick, and that's The Green Ray.
The what?
Have you the Green Ray?
The what?
I never heard of that.
Incredible.
Ben, oh my gosh. Okay, well,
I've only heard of this movie because someone quote tweeted. Shout out Kevin.
Yes. Okay.
My fishing for information on Twitter.
I know you always do that. You always go and tweet.
And you know what? The people always let me down. Nobody gives me good info. Come on, listeners, pull it together.
Okay, so The Green Ray is an incredible French film about a woman on summer vacation. She's anxious, she's isolated from people. She just kind of travels around Europe and has interesting conversations with people. I recently learned that this movie is completely improvised. Was very shook by that because there are conversations that I think about every day from this film that just simply weren't written, and that just shocks me. It's incredible. It's beautiful. It's a great summer movie. So definitely recommend you guys check this out soon.
Cool. I like that.
Wow.
Wow,
Nice.
2 movies in a row you guys hadn't seen. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're just cooler than us, honestly.
It's true.
Is what it is.
No.
You got that Eric Romer energy, bringing it back from a few pods ago. Impressive. Way to stick
I
with
love
it.
him. I want to not shy away from talking about like this isn't going to get me any votes, but that's okay because it's literally one of my favorite movies of all time, so I have to take it.
Nice. It's awesome.
Nice. I'm excited to watch it. Streaming on Criterion right now. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, cool.
All right, Ben.
All right. That means it's my turn. I'm going to take a film that I think has one of the best character intros of all time. I can't believe I'm picking 3 movies with the same color in it, but the rest of the franchise, I feel like really dipped off, but I still enjoy the first movie. And that's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Nice.
Nice.
I think, the Johnny Depp of everything aside, it's just a really well done movie. CGI still holds up. Jeffrey Rush is great. Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, obviously, like Jonathan Pryce. I don't know what there is to say about this movie that people have or haven't seen, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think the rest of them got like real wacky and wild, and that's totally cool. But this one felt the most like grounded and just had a really fun story. So yeah, I'll take my third black movie on this team of 3 with pirates.
Is this the best movie in the franchise?
Were you listening to everything I said? I feel like you just tuned out and you're just like,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. As soon as you picked it, I blacked out and I was like, here's my follow-up question. Here's how we pod is what I did.
Once the noise stops, I'll ask you a question.
I heard you. I think it's worth asking.
What do you think is the best in the franchise?
No, I do think this is the best of the franchise. I just want to give a shout out to Dead Man Tell No Tales. The last, I think it's the 5th one. Is it? I thought it was better than.
Oh, there's 5 of these?
Most people say. Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
I haven't seen any of these since I was like a young child.
That was like 3 years ago. It's crazy. That's so long ago.
That's so crazy.
Wow, got him. This franchise spans 14 years. We'll just say that.
Dang.
That's insane to me. Obviously, I think the CGI got progressively worse as they got to be bigger and bigger, like gears in the Disney engine, which I think is really interesting. Coming back with Margot Robbie, I believe, is set to lead like the reboot of the Pirates franchise.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. Super interesting. Super, super interesting. I think there's a lot there. I do think Curse of the Black Pearl is the best one for sure. And Ben, you and I covered it on a little 24 minutes of not a 24.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like 18 months ago. And we had a good time with it. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. It was fun to revisit.
And then we talked about Tomorrowland on the episode after that. And all of our hopes and dreams for cinema were crushed on the spot.
Just crushed.
What could have been? That was the next big franchise. George Clooney, what are you doing? Okay. Ben, you've got one spot left. Okay. I'm the first person to finish out my team. That seems like a lot of pressure. And it seems like I need to pick the right movie. Seems like I need to pick the right movies. Shoot. I didn't really put any thought into these 2 picks here. I was too busy gushing about pirates. Okay. I'm gonna go with a movie. Oh. Do I want to go with a good movie or do I want to go with like a sly movie? What are we thinking, guys?
Ooh. Sly.
What are we thinking?
Yeah, come on.
Ouch.
Finish it out with something sly.
Okay. I'm going to go with something sly. I got to pull it up on the old LB here just to be careful that I can talk my way into this. Okay. I'm going to go with probably one of the greatest comedies of the 2000s. I'm going with Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Whoa.
Okay.
You like that?
Okay.
You guys like that? It was pretty good, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I love Anchorman. Who doesn't love Anchorman? Like, it's a classic.
Me.
What?
Wow.
Okay, I thought this was like the pod of feel good for each other. Gosh.
You're the one
Yeah,
pulling the
here we go.
break
This is
earlier,
very-
just naming green things that you like, just looking around your room. You're like, grapes, greenery, I don't know.
She's like, you know what I don't like? That movie. Gosh.
Yeah, I'm an Anchorman hater, but
Is that
you
just
know.
because like you're anti Adam McKay?
I am anti Adam McKay, but honestly, I couldn't even tell you who directed Anchorman. So
It was Adam McKay, silly goose.
yeah, thank you for that clarification. I think I'm just I don't really know how to put my finger on it, but true comedies just like don't do it for me very often. And Anchorman is just not a movie that I laughed at or smiled at once.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I liked it. I do.
It's tough. Sad life you live over there.
That's
yeah.
rough.
Yeah, sorry to damper the mood, but
Yeah,
you
really
asked. You asked. You said, "Who hates
true.
Anchorman?" I had to answer. So.
Well, I thought it was a rhetorical question. I thought like nobody in the world hated Anchorman. Quite honestly,
Sadly, no.
Well, I'm still proud of my little, burgundy.
Yeah, you
as a
should
color.
be. That was good.
I thought that was neat.
You did a good job.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you, son.
Thanks, Dad. Okay. I got Anchorman. I got a true comedy. I got an animated. I've got an OG classic Hollywood musical. I've got a Lynch. I've got a Kubrick. You guys see how good that team sounds? Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
I've got my last pick.
See what they all say.
I got my last pick. How upset or / happy would you guys or listeners be if I did not take Blue Valentine? Where are we at on that?
I'd be really surprised. I kind of felt like you were picking 5 other movies, and then that was obviously
And then
going to be there. So
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's true. That is kind of what it feels like to me. And I feel like I've talked about Blue Valentine enough on this pod where I need to see to it that I stick to my true heart. I'll be taking Blue Valentine. No surprise.
Lovely.
Round out my team. Get another blue movie on there.
second best directorial debut of the 2010s, Blue Valentine.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Gosh.
That's how we do it here on the pod. We tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Crazy. I love it.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, Blue Valentine is good. All right, I did it. I mean, like, I had to, I'm not going to not choose Blue Valentine. That's what this draft was made for.
Sorry, I'm researching my next pick. So, do you think it's the best in the franchise? I don't know. What, you tell me. What do you think?
Blue Valentine 2? Bluer?
When?
Yeah, Blue Valentine 2 when, honestly.
Man, when we getting it?
How do we get Gosling back to Blue Valentine and Lars and the Real Girl status? Like, put me back there. Honestly, in my opinion, that's the better Gosling. La La Land notwithstanding.
Yeah.
I was really considering another movie that I obviously don't think will be picked. But I really kind of wanted it on my team. You guys really bullied me into that Blue Valentine pick.
Did we?
Us just saying, yeah.
It was, yeah. It felt pressured.
Bullying.
It was rude, is what it was.
Some crazy bullying going on.
Yeah. How you doing on the research, Ben?
Yeah, how's that doing, man?
I have like 2 just like super opposite movies, and I can't figure out which one to go with. But I don't know which one to do. I think I'm going to go with the documentary because I do love a documentary. And I think I'm going to be taking Grey Gardens with my final pick. Have either of you seen that movie?
I have not.
I haven't even heard of it, Ben.
Cool.
Me either.
I think it spawned like one of the best episodes of documentary now with, Bill Hader and Fred Armisen. It's about this mother and daughter who basically live in this rundown house in the Hamptons. They happen to be related to Jackie O, JFK's wife. And it's just like the squalor that they live in, and these brothers come and film them. And it's just like, it's absurd, like the life that they used to live versus what they live now. Like, like literally eating, like canned liver or cat food or whatever compared to like how they used to live in New York City and dance and do all this stuff. And it's, I don't know, it's a real interesting film on the Criterion Channel right now. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's great. So I'm going to go with Grey Gardens.
Wow. Sounds like a little preview of your life, Sophie. Once you move out of New York, this is what you're destined for.
Like they have like 20 cats or something like that. They feed raccoons. They feed raccoons bread that like live in their attic and stuff like that. Like it's crazy the squalor they live in. Yeah, it's nuts.
Okay. I hope that's not a preview of my life.
Are you a cat? Are you a cat person or a dog person?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I am a dog person through and through.
Okay, Travis Bickle, relax a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow. God damn. I didn't even hear your answer. Are you a dog or a cat person? I was
I'm a dog person.
Too busy with the Bickle quip. Wow. It's getting hot in this recording shed. Okay. Sophie, you're up for your last pick to round out the draft.
I am. And there's a lot of good stuff on the board still.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of horror movies. Like I found that in my research. A lot of horror movies with the color in the title. And I'm gonna go with my favorite horror movie of all time, which is still on the board, which again, this might be a deep cut. Like I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, but I'm going to be taking Dario Argento's Deep Red.
Nice. I haven't seen it, but
okay, another wreck. Wow. Okay, I kind of feel like I don't know. Maybe this is too deep, but Deep Red is just. I mean, yeah, I think it's the best horror movie of all time. It is so freaking scary. It is obviously Argento's probably most famous for directing Suspiria, but I think this is his best movie. I don't want to give anything away, but it is very frightening, and the things he does with the camera is insane. And I like the color red. So here we are.
Here we are indeed.
I really just don't want to give anything away because I feel like no one's seen this movie, but please watch it because I discovered my love of horror like in the past year and have just really been knocking them out. And this is by far my favorite. So
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Deep Red.
Deep Red.
I think it's pretty impressive that you went 3 in a row that Ben and I hadn't seen, and you just went deeper into the real cinephile dome there. Impressive work.
Well,
nice job.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's the draft. We have officially drafted our teams. Sophie, you want to go through your team and we'll kind of roll through here so everybody knows what we all picked?
Sure. I have on my team Men in Black, Jackie Brown, The Green Knight, Crimson Peak, The Green Ray, and Deep Red.
Nice. Solid picks. I have Black Panther, Black Swan, Purple Rain, Green Room, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, and Grey Gardens.
And I have A Clockwork Orange, Blue Velvet, The Red Shoes, Turning Red, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, and Blue Valentine. How you guys feeling about your picks? I feel like this draft was a little bit more, a little bit more fun, a little bit more follow your heart action.
Yeah, I feel like even with it all being anonymous, the people could probably guess whose team is whose. I think they're all pretty reflective of us.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think my movie is that really gives my team away?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say. Yours will be by process of elimination. They'll figure out Sophie and I, and then they'll be like, I guess that must be Ethan. Must be him.
Probably. Couldn't put my finger on it. That one. Wow. He did a good job evading what people thought he would draft. I got to be honest with you guys. I think I'm walking away with a dub here. I think I'm walking away with a pretty clear victory. But it doesn't sound like we were here to take home a trophy. We were just here to hang out with our friends and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to hear you say that you feel like you have the W, because I feel like you say that every week and you never get the W. So we'll just keep that trend alive.
That's why I say it every week, because 1 week it has to be true.
It will be true. Exactly.
Eventually has to be true. That's what I feel like.
It'll happen. Can we talk about honorable mentions?
Yeah. Let's talk about some honorable mentions. Good shout.
I'm surprised you didn't take Under the Silver Lake. I thought you were going to.
That was the movie. That was the non-Anchorman movie. Under the Silver Lake. Yep.
Gotcha.
I really thought about it. I personally feel like it is like a top 10 A24 movie. It is a really, really wonderful, kind of a big mindfuck, like great Andrew Garfield flick. That I don't know. It just feels like nobody has really seen. Riley Keough is great in it. And it's a true blue, like Los Angeles movie. Like, let's just hang out at famous spots in LA, which is always fun. But yeah, you know me well, Ben. That was the movie I was considering.
I thought that was going to be it. The one I was debating between for Great Gardens was White Men Can't Jump. I love that movie. I think that movie's really funny. Rosie Perez is fantastic in it. One that I rewatched for this draft was Red Eye with your boy Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
And then just a couple others, Legally Blonde and Black Klansman. Those were
Black
on the
Klansman.
list.
Great shout.
I was
wasn't on my
surprised
list.
neither of you took the last black man in San Francisco.
That was on my list.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh, man. Didn't even think about that one. I feel like there's so many that
no, there are so
slip
many
through the cracks.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had some horror movies I was talking about. I had Black Christmas, the like sorority horror movie. Love that movie. Creature from the Black Lagoon. A couple of random ones: The Green Mile, Silver Linings Playbook, Perfect Blue, Snow White could have counted.
Yep.
I do feel bad that none of us took the Three Colors trilogy films. I did podcast about those recently, so I skipped over them. But yeah, the Pink Panther. Y'all fuck with the Pink Panther?
Yeah, who doesn't?
I've never seen it. I've never seen
Maybe
Pink Panther. I literally couldn't care less about the Pink Panther. No idea what it's about. It's about a Pink Panther. I don't know. Steve Martin was in it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Peter Sellers was in it. Steve Martin was in the remake.
Yeah.
Jesus
no, but
Christ.
one of my worst, one of the things I hate most about myself is that because the Pink Panther came out when I was so young, up until I was probably 16 years old, I thought that was what Steve Martin was famous for. He was just in the Pink Panther. That's it.
I love
Come
that
to
dude from
find out.
Pink Panther.
Yeah.
That guy really showed up for a huge movie. Yeah, Three Colors Blue is one of the movies, is the movie actually that I watched last night in prep for this pod. I loved it. Thought it was fantastic. I don't know. I just wanted to draft other things. I do think it is kind of a crime that none of us drafted a Three Colors film. That's the title, Three Colors. I had Red Rocket on my short list, another A24 flick, Sean Baker. You guys mentioned Red Eye. Moulin Rouge, I thought would have been an interesting pick. Ben, I know you're famously anti-Moulin Rouge, huh?
I would be more pro if it was good.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wow, both of you. Wow, really?
Yeah, I'm very anti Moulin Rouge.
Oh, why?
I feel like we might have talked about this on musical draft. No, I don't know. I just don't think it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah, good. Great take. Really good stuff. Really, really, really structured, layered argument there. Just don't think it's good. You guys mentioned Under the Silver Lake, The Color Purple. You got the OG and the remake from last year. Not mentioned. Yeah, I don't know.
What about Sean Baker's Tangerine?
Yeah, I had that on here too.
Does that qualify though? We're a little pushing the limits there. Don't you think?
That's one that maybe would have pushed the limit a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah,
that's on a brand somewhere.
You guys, do you like tangerines or oranges more? You pro tangerine?
Yeah,
whenever someone opens for me, I'll eat.
Whenever you don't have to open yourself, that's fair.
That's
yeah,
TV.
Red Eye.
Yeah.
Noah Baumbach's White Noise.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, interesting. I thought White Noise is okay.
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 Cool.
Wow. Apparently, I just have bad takes. That's where we landed on this draft. Is
Ben and I are so
Ethan just doesn't like good movies.
Sophie and I are just being polite, so we're just not responding.
Yeah.
It's a TV movie, but there is a part of me that want to take a Charlie Brown Christmas. So it's always fun, but I just figured it probably wouldn't qualify.
Yeah, I might have let it slide for you. Okay. Well, I feel pretty good about the draft. I don't know. I like hanging out with you guys. I love being so nice to each other, and I just, really is the highlight of my week. Got to be honest with you guys.
It's nice to be nice,
Yep. Especially on a podcast designed to not be nice to each other. That's really where it flowers the best. Big thank you to both of you for joining me on today's episode. Thanks so much, guys. I think the next time that we are going to be together, just the three of us, next month on the MCU draft, right?
Yeah, we get all of Sophie's hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why Mysterio is better than Killmonger.
Wait,
wait, that's Ethan's hot take.
That's Ethan's hot
right.
take. Yeah.
That's right.
I actually do have Team Mysterio tattooed on my belly. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's wild.
Is the O like your belly button? Is that what it is? Is that like? Is that what it,
yeah. And then when I met Jake Gyllenhaal at South by, I actually had him autograph it, and then I got it tattooed.
Perfect.
So that way we know who we're talking about here. Mysterio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited for the MCU draft. I think it's going to get really kind of, quite honestly, out of hand with you, Sophie, and not looking forward to that. So I guess you saved your battle stance for that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to do zero prep for that.
Oh my god.
Damn, dude.
Actually, maybe I'll let like each
what
of
if I make
choose
you
one
prep?
Movie. Like maybe I'll let each of you get to choose one movie that I rewatch.
That's so generous of you.
Yeah.
I will be nominating the Eternals, please.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't make her change your mind. Don't make her change your mind already.
Look at that. Wow. Fantastic. Be sure to listen and subscribe to the Movie Draft Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes will be released weekly on Tuesdays. We'll see you then.